Good morning. I'm here with Elen Mai Nefydd, who is the director of A Christmas Carol, the student production for Glendio University. I was particularly interested to find out more about Ellen and her vision. So, what led you down this career path?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, I think I've always been on stage since I was a little girl, and studied drama, obviously, on a degree level and a master's level, and then went on to be an actress for a little while, and then sort of slipped into teaching, and I've been teaching ever since. So I've been at Glendio now for 12 years, and a senior lecturer and programme leader during that time. So yeah.
Explain, how did you slip into this from the acting?
Well, it's quite simple actually. I don't think lots of people understand that actors facilitate an awful lot as well. So especially now in the industry, quite often companies expect actors to facilitate workshops, and I just got into it through a lot of theatre and education, and was asked to run sessions in colleges and so on, and got into it. So yeah.
Okay, so where did you study that began you down this path?
Well, I was a member of the National Youth Theatre of Wales at the age of 16, and I attended those courses for 5 years, into my 20s, and I think that's where my real inspiration started, going away all summer on a residential course to train down in Cardiff, and that really led me to then studying drama as a degree and as a master's qualification as well. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you have a particular hero or heroine of an actor as you were growing up?
Not a particular one, no. I've always just been fascinated with actors, and as a young child I always wanted to go to the stage door. I was fascinated. They didn't need to be famous in any way. I was fascinated with watching live performance, and I attended my first London musical at the age of 6.
Wow.
And I remember that feeling of being completely mesmerised. I saw Barnum with Michael Crawford at the Palladium, and I was just mesmerised by it. And from there on, I think the passion grew. My brother's also a professional actor, so I think it's in the family as well. So I've been used to going to watch him as a child as well, because he's 9 years older than me. So it's sort of in the family, really.
Wow. So your parents were actors?
No, my dad's a Methodist minister, but I think there's an element of performance there. So
at the pulpit.
I think that's where those oratorical skills are coming from.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
So during the teaching process with your students, what gives you the most satisfaction?
Oh, seeing students grow and develop. So they're with us for 3 years, so you can imagine how that development happens for them and for us. They're not so in tune with it, but for us as tutors, we see a huge difference in the way they come to us in level 4 and when they leave in level 6.
Yeah.
And these productions really are vital to their development, because these are the things that they use as reference points.
Right.
There's nothing more challenging than putting students in front of a live paying audience, and that really lifts their confidence and their ability to be able to perform in front of people. Without doing shows, I don't think you can learn, to be honest.
No, you couldn't find out if they've got the temperament for performing,
Absolutely.
could you?
Yeah, you've got to challenge all the things like nervous energy and projection and dealing with spontaneity, because every performance is different. You know, one night the prop can drop, or the other night somebody can lose their line, but you've got to keep going. You can't go, I can't carry on.
No, that would be a disaster.
And that's the thing.
They wouldn't be sharp enough to go on the fly.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's wonderful to see,
Yeah.
and to see the growth and to see the confidence in them by the time they leave.
Oh wow.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
So, have you had a particular student that's really stood out, that's gone on to amazing things, or on the cusp?
I mean, that's really hard to answer, because I think that they're all special. They all go on to do wonderful things. I mean, the alumni we have is fantastic. We have students who've gone on to be heads of drama departments themselves in different schools. We've got students. What fascinates me is the students who leave and then they go on to a different vocation.
Yeah.
And so that shows you how drama and theatre are so transferable for the world of work. I think if you can manage these type of challenges, you can manage going into an interview and presenting a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
But we do have one student who's gone on to do well, especially in Wales, and he's a well-known actor now in Wales. So
is it Daniel Craig?
No, it isn't. I'm afraid. No, I wish. But one of them has gone on to do some proper professional acting. And he's in touch with the course quite often.
Oh, brilliant.
We're hoping to get him back in next year, actually, to come in and talk to the students. So yeah, but everybody, I can't name anyone because they're all successful in their own way.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Yeah, well, I mean, every one of your students, they complete the course, they are a success already,
absolutely,
aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
You're so right. I mean, I think we all have to perform in daily life.
Yeah.
In so many scenarios.
Absolutely.
Being caught speeding by a policeman.
Yeah,
anything
any
like
kind
that.
of role play is always handy. Yeah. But I think the key to it all really is the confidence in people.
Yeah.
If that confidence is resonating, you're happy not just to perform, but you're happy to go up to people in social situations and shake their hand and say, hello, how are you? My name is so-and-so, so-and-so, and, it's nice to meet you. Because this kind of world that we work in, and you're the same, it's all about networking.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
having the ability to be confident in front of people as yourself.
Yeah.
So, as actors, we're all very insecure.
Yeah.
There's an insecurity in us all, but that's normal. But it's about putting that face on, really, and going, hi, my name is, it's nice to meet you.
Sometimes certainly moulding yourself in a way to people that you're meeting and speaking to.
Yeah.
It's all part of it.
And not to be shy.
Yeah, not to be shy.
Even though you might feel it inside.
Yeah, hide it. Pull the mask down.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So when you're going through the casting process, you've got your bunch of students, you're going through the casting process, deciding what the production is. Before you start casting, do you have in the back of your mind which actors are going to suit which role?
Not really. And to be honest, this year it was quite a close call. We actually had to, we audition, but we audition our level 5 and 6 students.
Right.
So the more experience that they have, the better. The levels 4 students are all involved, but they are taking more minor roles, and then the auditions are there for level 5 and 6, and it's the audition process that really determines who gets the role. So we're really putting students in a sort of professional setting straight away, because that's what happens in the world of work and in the performing arts industry. You've got to get used to going to an audition.
Absolutely.
And if you can't get through that, then and the let down, because quite often you will get let down. So the audition will determine our decision.
Okay.
So we don't what a lot of drama schools do, which is I don't believe in, is that they will even decide on their show before they've even met their students, and so they will take students on based on the show that they're doing. We're not about that here at all.
No.
Because obviously you've sat in rehearsal and you've already seen how inclusive we are of everyone. So we're not about that sort of ethic at all.
There was one student that we met last week called Gemma, and am I right in thinking she's a first year student?
Yes, yeah.
So she's quite unusual, and she had a real presence about her. When we were watching the rehearsals, she morphed into this other creature. So what you're saying, absolutely.
Yeah. And what we do in the show, of course, is, as you've probably guessed, is there's a big role in that show, which is the chorus and the narrator, if you like. So rather than having one narrator, I spread the lines between everybody, so that everybody's working as one. So that chorus becomes almost like a Grecian chorus, if you like. Commenting on the action, then becoming people, and changing roles all the time. So it's a nice style to use for students, so they get a chance to be all sorts of different characters. Because I think people tend to say, "Oh, I'm only in the chorus."
Yeah, well, that's
you hear
rubbish.
that a lot, and it's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah, complete rubbish.
And actually, if you're in the chorus, you've got far more to do in this show than you are
you're in
if you're playing Scrooge.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
We really appreciate it. It's been
it's
great.
So the plug is to make sure that people come along,
Get those bums on seats.
Yes, and get people in, because the students are working really, really hard. We're working long hours, so yeah.
We'll do our best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diolch.